Hello, Wabash.
My name is Bryce Kinnaman, and today I'll be informing you all on the Nevada Electoral College race. While there will be other parties' names and candidates on the ballot, the main two candidates are Donald Trump, the former President of the United States and the candidate of the Republican Party, and Kamala Harris, the current Vice President of the United States and the candidate of the Democratic Party. Now that the major candidates are established, I'll go over 4 major reasons why you should watch the Nevada Electoral College race. Donald Trump's last 2 election results in Nevada have made the state into a much closer race than before. 2.4 points was the difference in the last 2 elections. Number 2. Nevada is typically a telltale sign. Since the early 1910s, Nevada has only voted for the losing presidential candidate twice, in 1976 and 2016. This is above a 90% success rate. Number 3 is nonpartisan voters. The majority of the registered voters in Nevada identify as nonpartisan. This means that the state is more unpredictable and voters feel less loyal to a certain political party. On the same ballot, the voters will be filling in the bubble of their presidential pick. A question of if the right to an abortion in Nevada should be codified into state law will also appear. This could potentially push more Democrats and women to the polls. I've collected polls from the day since both the Republican and Democratic Party candidates were confirmed, August 23rd, till today, October 31st. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty of presidential polling, it is important to understand the basics. The image attached below is a screenshot of a few categories that I must fill out for every poll. Going from left to right, I will give a brief definition of the most technical terms that you'll see in the following slides. Sponsor is the person or organization that pays to conduct a poll, while the conductor is the person or organization that collects and conducts the poll. Target population is who the poll is trying to gather information from. This might be adults, likely voters, or registered voters. Confidence interval and margin of error, often seen as MOE, are the most technical terms. Margin of error is the range of values where the true value is in. For example, Harris might have 49 percentage points, but the margin of error is 4 points, which means that Harris's support could be anywhere from 45 to 53 percentage points. The confidence interval is all 95% for the polls I collected. Statements typically look like, using the last example, we are 95% confident that Harris's support is anywhere from 45 to 53 percentage points. Nevada is very much a swing state. There are many ebbs and flows to each presidential candidate, and this image is a polling aggregate, which means that this graph is put together by averaging hundreds and thousands of polls together to get these 2 lines. As we previously talked about with margin of error, we cannot say in 100% confidence that Trump is winning Nevada right now. Polls hint at a slight Trump lead, but that is it, if any. In my poll collection, I did not include any polls that were conducted or sponsored by any presidential parties or candidates. The next 3 slides will go over 3 different poll conductors and 3 respective polls I collected from different points in time. The first, Emerson College polls, asked likely voters in Nevada, if the presidential election were held today, would you vote for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump? As you can see by results over the 3 separate dates, all leads, if any, were within the respective margin of errors. The next organization, Insider Advantage, showed a somewhat similar theme. Although Trump held the lead in all 3 separate months, the results difference is still in the margin of error of 3.2. And finally, Redfield and Wilson Strategies, who is the conductor, and Telegraph, who is the sponsor, also had 3 polls that I collected. The trend of very close races continue, with 2 of the 3 results actually being tied. The margin of error, although still small, casts a range of uncertainty over potential leads. I showed you all 3 different polls that had a similar trend because that is what my typical data collection looked like. In fact, all of the polls that I collected were within the respective margin of error. Nevertheless of this uncertainty, I believe that after all the votes are counted in the Silver State, Donald Trump will take all of Nevada's 6 electoral votes in a very close margin of victory.